Oh my gosh, he wrapped me around that stump. Hey guys, welcome back to the episode of JL Fishing. Today we're headed to Carter's Lake, and before we get there, let me go ahead and show you what I got tied on. A jerkbait. You know, for my success this year with a jerkbait, I cannot leave the house without a jerkbait. A topwater. Actually, I'm trying out this Berkeley cane walker. I know Justin Lucas wore him out a couple years ago on Chatouge with that bait. So, I'm gonna try it out. A chug bug. That's something you've never seen on my deck. I'll be honest with you, I started watching Jimbo on Lanier's weekly videos, and he talks about the chug bug a lot. What he says, he throws it over brush, and then throws a fluke, which I also have one of them tied on as well, as a follow-up bait to that chug bug, and he generally catches more on the fluke, but calls them up with the chug bug. So I'm gonna try that out. I'm excited to see how that works at Carter's. I always got a glide bait on. It just interests me to see what kind of fish follows it. And also two fairy ones, one with a shaky head and another one with a drop shot. So they're pretty much staples besides the chug bug and the fluke, which is new to me. I'm excited to try it out. And I did go with the Strike King caffeine shad on that. So I knew it was a little bit heavier, it could sink down and I could work it faster. So that's my theory on that. Excited to see how it pans out. I haven't been to Carter's in over a month. So this is gonna be fishing like a brand new lake to me today. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens. I may not even get a bite, but that's all I'm after is one bite or a couple. We'll see y'all there. Stuff I do for TikTok. We just filmed a little TikTok, so y'all be sure to head on over to my TikTok, JL Fishing 02, and give me a follow. Post some awesome stuff on there. Engine off, time to play. Let's see. This water is up quite a bit. If you know me, oh, that gets me feeling some type of way.
What?
We're gonna start with a jerk bait. It's super clear water, but it's up. So the jerk bait is what we're gonna start with. We're on this really bluff wall. You can't tell because the water's so up, but it's like, if I had my graph turned on, it'd be like 20-30 foot right here. But it's got a lot of laydowns too, so awesome place to look for. Riverbank, like bluff walls, basically what this is, and then laydowns, because that provides structure. The bluff walls just let the fish go up and down. They ain't got to move out, back up. It's strictly up and down, so it's a good place. Also, it's a good place for them to corral bait too. That's a key summertime tip. But less talking, more fishing.
Okay.
All right. You might ask why I have a 1/0 drop shot hook for my fluke style bait. But look, I got an owner CPS ring right there. I'm gonna screw that in to the head. Till it's all the way in there. Then I'm gonna flatten it, make sure it's flat. Let me see here. Yeah. I'm gonna take this right here, this hook. I'm gonna run it through just like that. Because a lot of the fish eat it head first, so that eliminates everything right there. That almost eliminates setting the hook because it's already exposed, and you hardly ever lose any baits when you fish it that way. Same action and everything. Just quick thought I learned from Tactical Bassing. The main key to fishing a jerkbait thoroughly in the summertime on these bluff walls is run them parallel. You can cover so much water. Right now, these fish are moving around following the bait. They don't stay in one place too long. So you just gotta cover water until you find them. And the best thing to do that is parallel the bank till you come across a couple. That's what I'm doing. I can cover a ton of water with this thing. You can also throw a crankbait too, but a jerkbait's just been the key for me in the past, so that's why I stick with it. I feel like I can make them react better to a jerkbait than anything else. But that's what I'm doing right now. We may not catch a fish, I don't even get a bite. I love it. That's all that matters. All right, guys. I just had a follower. Didn't commit to it. I saw it in the water. He hit it twice. So, what I've learned over the years, if they're not eating it all the way, either your presentation's wrong or your color. Well, I feel like my presentation's bright, so I'm gonna change colors. Water's a little bit more murkier, so I went with a white. It's a little bit more bolder in the water, but I may end up going back to that shiny one. I just want to see how fish respond to this one. We'll go from there. Damn.
It'll be dead calm down below the tree.
There's one. There's one. That's a good one. Oh my gosh, TJ. That's a real big old spot. Daggum. I know it hurts to lose a fish. Best thing you can do is get back to fishing so you can catch another one. Now see, I changed colors on my jerkbaits. You'll see that. He ate it. It just come off. He was like right there. I don't know, it's a tough situation. I was gonna try to land him, but he wasn't done fighting. We're gonna get back to fishing and catch another one. All right, guys. Had that nice fish on over there. It was my fault. It was so close right there. It was just like hand-to-hand combat. I was just trying to get it in the boat. I horsed it a little bit too much, but we got some more spots we can run. All that fish told me right there was they was biting and they ain't gonna catch themselves. So if the weather will be on my side, it will not start raining, because if you can't tell on the GoPro, it's getting pretty dark. Just right here where we're at. So it better bite. I know I was wanting to come in here and throw that chug bug and fluke, but conditions just really not there for me to know how to do it. I was expecting the water to be down just a tad, honestly, but instead the water's up like 2 feet. So I think the best bet right now is for us to keep running what we got right here. You might see it in my hand here and there, but more than likely it's just gonna be a jerkbait kind of deal, just to cover water until we find them. It's like coming across that one fish back there. It's just gonna be in the matter of just finding one here and there, getting one to react. I mean, I seriously made like 4 or 5 casts with my jerkbait in the same hole, and them fish would not react to it. As soon as I threw that chug bug in there, they reacted. Learn something new every day. That's why y'all need to follow along. Y'all learn something too. Another lost fish. Each spot we lose a fish. Seems like that's the only pattern we got going. But really, I think it might be the running water. So we're gonna go try another pocket over here with a bunch of little small creeks coming in. Hopefully we'll get a bite over there. It's literally about identical. It's got running water coming in. It's always worth a shot. There's one right there. It's like a little one. Golly bum. Feisty little thing. Come on. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come here. Okay.
Easy.
Easy. Easy now, son. Easy now.
Calm down.
Golly bum. Boom. We did not blink, boys. We did not blink. Golly bum. There's like one or two more with it. About throw another rod in there, try to catch one, but thought I might focus on one right now. Boom. Turn it loose over here. Carter's Lake, beautiful spot. I love it. I love it. I love it. That fish come out of a little secondary point, coming out in this little pocket right here. I think it's just gonna be hit or miss, but we're still sticking to the plan. Covering water with a jerk bait. If I'm coming up against some running water or something, I'll throw that chug bug, just like we did in the other cove. But right now, it's just gonna be strictly covering water with a jerk bait. That's our best bet. So guys, when I'm easing up into an area that I know that fish could possibly be at, I try to go as quiet as possible. See, I'm just floating in here. I don't even think I've hit the trolling motor. I only hit it like if it's necessary. That's what she said. Oh, I cracked myself up.
So what kind of effect does incoming water, rainwater, have on the fish, the way they react?
Well, that sudden increase in water fills the lake up. They can't pump it out fast enough, basically. So a few days after a good rain, like you have about 2 to 3 days maybe of great fishing. By great fishing, I mean like these fish are nosed up at the bank. It's new territory for them. They're nosed up and they just react on everything. It just throws them out of whack. And a lot of things contribute to that. Like there's new algae and stuff for the bait to eat, so there's already bait up there. But the fish just nose up right at the bank. They're so shallow, seems like, when the water's up like that. And it muddies it up a little bit. Anytime, if you're in a clear water fishery 99% of the time, then you have some just sudden change of color, like AKA rain, them fish just chew. Like back in April, we had that giant rain and the water stayed chocolate milk colored for at least 3 or 4 days, maybe 5 days. And that was the best fishing I've seen all year. Like, you could run the banks, parallel them as shallow as you wanted to go and catch fish. But keep in mind that was pre-spawn too, so them fish was generally bigger. They was full of eggs. But to answer your question, the fish just go straight up to the bank when there's a sudden increase in water. And where that water's coming in at, there's the bait's gonna be right there at that running water. So that anywhere we have running water coming in up here is gonna be a really high percentage spot. That's the spots I'm keying in on. Although I am fishing some banks up until we come to that running water. I'm just trying to eliminate everything that we got right now. Oh man, dude, one just knocked the far out of it. Holy cow, the GoPro caught that surely. Holy cow. It come out like a freaking B-52 bomber or a F-16, whatever. He hit it so hard, like there was no way he's getting the hooks. Like it was just reflecting off of him. So if you're buying Mega Bass jerk baits, replace the hooks. Just broke that off. Trying to bend it back in place. Note to self: replace hooks. Actually, I really like the Gamakatsu Aaron Martin's treble. They're really finesse, light wire. Those are great replacement hooks. Size 6s. I think I've replaced all the hooks on my jerk baits except this one, obviously. Oh, damn, dude, I got one. I got one.
Oh, you got one on?
Yep. Oh, man, there's a big one with it. There's a big one with it, dude. There was a massive one with this one. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Dadgum, that was a big one. I almost took another rod and threw it in. Daggum. Have to cut some of this out. He's all messed up. Damn.
You want to help you with it?
I don't know what I can do. There we go. Get hooked. Got hooked again.
He just can't turn them down.
Oh my gosh, this is a cluster. Poor old fish. Trying to get you out. There we go. Right there in my hand, right there. Look, there was a freaking giant one with that one. Oh man, I love it. Now for the hard part. That's what I'm talking about, guys. These fish are gonna be in the most random places that you've ever thought about. And this summertime, they're on search mode with the, like, feeding, you know? Like, honestly, if I did not drop the trolling motor and just fish, I would have not have picked that area to fish right there. It was just coming out of a creek. It was just a bank, basically. 100% those fish was just feeding, chasing bait. Because I hooked that one. That was a giant one right there with it. So that was just a wolf pack of bass cruising around. So that's what I'm saying. Just drop the trolling motor and just fish. You can't go wrong throwing a jerkbait. That's a great, fast way to start getting bites. And from there, you can dial it in even more. But for me, this is good. Golly, bro. Oh my gosh, dude. Get the net, TJ. This is a giant. Get the net. Get the net. He's hung up. He's hung up. TJ. I think he got off.
Dude, that thing hit just as soon as it.
Dude, he got off. He wrapped me around this log right here. Oh my gosh, TJ, that was a freaking giant. That was a freaking giant, dude. Oh my gosh. No, for real. That was a giant. And it was 100% a bass too. Oh my gosh, he wrapped me around that stump. Oh my gosh, that was a giant one. Look, I'm not one to say numbers. Honestly, that fish was freaking giant and he was dirt shallow. Like, when I threw up there, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna get a bite. And like 2 or 3 pops and he, oh man. Oh man, that was a freaking giant. Oh my gosh. That fish legit, like, that one rattled me. That was a freaking giant. But what I did, I threw as far as I could to where I thought a fish couldn't even swim without its back out of the water. And that son of a gun hit like right out from that waterfall. Like, that's what I'm talking about, this sudden increase in water. These fish just nose up. Like, that fish had no business being right there, except he's waiting for something to come down that stream to eat. Like, golly bum, like, freaking crazy. Look, you live and you learn. I learned that I'm putting braid on that. But whatever hits it, I'm pointing it to pointing the rod to the fish and I'm winching that sucker in, let me tell you. That ain't gonna happen again. I'm never gonna forget about that. Around a freaking stump. Oh God. Dadgummit. Fucking hell.
Ow! Fuck! Ow.
Oh shit, is it in there good?
Yeah.
Is it bad?
It ain't good.
Okay, do not panic. Don't panic.
Damn. Oh, the outside barb caught you. Holy, I thought it was in there good.
Yeah,
It's just tossed off.
let's do this off kind of neat here, and let's just do that.
Yeah. Holy cow, man! I thought when I saw it, I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I was
break out the braid.
I was kind of thinking the same thing.
I knew you was tough, but that's Yeah, the outside barb, because if you check it, the barb's on the outside of the hook. That's probably what stuck you.
It was, it was in. They was one comes back on you.
This is what happens when the bait comes back on you. And it's next cast my line snapped. Got the bait back. That's all that matters. TJ's all right. I mean, I did take anatomy twice. Failed it the first time. So I was ready to go like all hands in on this dude. All right, that's a wrap on today. I just love it out here with this water up like that. I know our hookup ratio was not that good, but we landed two. It's good enough for me, good enough for an eating on the lake. Let me show you the baits that I threw today. The jerk bait. That was my cover water fast until I got to a good area to throw a chug bug. I could cover a whole lot more water with this bait versus this one, because this is a slow walking bait. You're basically talking the fish in the bite with this one. With this one, you're making them react. So that was a good 1-2 punch. Cover water, got to good running water. I'd throw that. And let me tell you, this little thing right here impressed me today. Y'all seen the blow ups I had. Now my landing ratio with this sucker, not that great, but let's be honest. I've hardly ever threw poppers. And that's basically what this is. It's a popping walking bait. You can make this bait walk and it shoots water out. Incredibly loud. I think this is sort of a lost art. Everybody's sort of evolving with the other hard baits. They're getting away from this thing right here. That might be why they bit it so good today. I don't know, but I know for sure that I had somewhat forgotten about the chug bug. But I'm glad I brought it with me today. It showed me some awesome success. I will be having it tied on more often, especially for the key areas like brush and running water. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something from it, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button and like button.
I need you to destroy that like button.
It really helps me. Y'all have a great rest of your week. I will catch y'all next time. We'll see you. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my God. Just use your imagination with it, you know. You like that booty? That booty. That booty's sore, let me tell you. All them front squats Monday, it is ripe right now.
We'll cut that.
Yeah, all right. Damn. Big old turtle body, you could cut me off guard. Turtle.